If you have deep set eyes and a low brow bone, I love this look on your eye shape because it really elongates the eye, but it's not hard, it's not something that looks overdone, and you can wear this absolutely every single day. It only takes a few eyeshadows, a liner, and some mascara. That's all you need. Let's do it together. This look is super bright, super easy, and very sophisticated. You have a lower brow bone, really elongating the eye. I talk about this a lot. Elongating the eye and just having this little teeny tiny little wing, this little flick, and elongating the shadow just a little bit out towards your temple. I think it creates a beautiful shape. So just start with an eye base. You can start with concealer or a matte eyeshadow or a shimmer eyeshadow, whatever you want. This is the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Eyeshadow Stick in Bone. You know that I love to wear this because my eyelids are dark. So this makes them not as dark, which is nice because then it kind of gives me a better, brighter lid, but also a better representation of whatever color eyeshadow I'm gonna wear. I just do a little bit underneath just in case, you know what I'm saying? So it just makes it a little bit easier. It's not necessary, especially if you don't have that problem. So all right, then I'm going to take another eyeshadow stick because I'm lazy and I just want precision and I just want ease and convenience. So I'm going to take another eyeshadow stick. This is the Jane Iredale Color Luxe eyeshadow stick in the color Dove Gray, okay? And because you can already see where my brow bone is here, where my natural crease is, I'm going to kind of tilt my head back just a little bit and I'm going to put my little stick on the side and I'm just going to pull it like this. I don't want to create a fake crease. I'm actually just going in my natural crease. So I'll just pull it like this, and I'll kind of pull it down a little bit. How about that? How about that? Let's do that. All right. Yeah, that looks good. That looks beautiful. That looks even. All right. And then I'm going to go this way too, because I just want a little bit, almost like a triangle shape. So I can pull that out and it can connect just like that. You can just blend it out this way. Very, very easy. Super, super easy. Okay. Love that. And I do want just a little bit more definition, like in my actual crease. Yeah, I like that. That's great. That's great. That's great. And I'll just go like this. So this placement that I just did is actually sitting kind of on top of my eye. Okay. All right, that's beautiful. And then I'll go a little bit here in the socket too. And I want to make sure I'm not going too high in the socket because I don't want to go into my brow. I just want to sit right here. This is just kind of accentuating that shape. I think it's really, really beautiful. And then I always take just my concealer brush or whatever I use to blend out my creamy eyeshadow stick, the one that looks like my skin, and I always just kind of go and just feather out that top line, just to make sure that I don't have like a heavy line, you know, a heavy line. All right, I want to go back one more time. I just want to be a tiny bit darker. Yeah, like that. That looks beautiful. You can pull out as much as you like. I kind of like to stay just right here where it just goes out just a little bit farther than my natural eye. Take a look at that. That's really beautiful just on its own too. Even with no mascara, you just have a really natural shape and natural definition. Easy. So something that I love to do for deep set eyes that sometimes I don't always show is to put something shiny on the lid. And that's really to pull the eye out, to pull it out a little bit farther than your actual brow bone. So that's going to give the illusion of a little bit more of a protruding eye. All right, so we're going to use my palette. This is one of my favorite shades, of course. This is the taupe color. It's really beautiful. It's quite shiny. It's just really easy to put on. You can put it on with your fingertips, so I just go here just on the center. You can just take a little brush like this, blend it up. Nice, subtle, very beautiful. I do the same thing on the bottom. I just take a little smaller brush and I just dip it in. And then I just go as close to the lashes. And this again is just really to open up the eye, just to give you a little reflective property. And then when you put on mascara, you'll be able to see it really brightens up that lower lash line. So beautiful. Okay, so easy. That's all you need. And then Last but not least, just take a black eyeliner. If you like to use a gel pot liner, that's really amazing. If you like to use a liquid liner, you can. All right, so I'm going to take, this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear 24-Hour Waterproof Gel Eye Pencil in the shade Onyx Black. You can use a dark brown, you can use anything, but I thought since we're going super cool tone, we'll just use a black. Okay, so I'm going to start in the center, just here. And I'm going to work my way out. Because my eyes are super round, I try not to go down and follow my natural eye shape, because then I just end up looking like I have a round eye. With this, it ends up elongating my eye much, much more if I work my way out this way. And I'm just working out straight. Can you see that? It just makes it look much more straight. Very easy. Don't have to be afraid because we can just blend it anyways. Now I'm going to go into the inner corner. So I'm going to work this way now. So I'm going to go like this. Connect. I work in short little strokes. It's very easy. And then when I get to about right there, which is on the darkest rim of my iris, I can just go like this. You see that? And you can just take a little brush like this. And then I like to just go like this. And just blend it out. But there shouldn't be a lot of product. It should just be something where when you blend it out, it doesn't look too much different. It just doesn't look so like thick and heavy. Ah, beautiful. All right, now you can just do a little tiny flick. You don't have to do anything crazy. I don't want it to be crazy. I want it to be light and beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna go from just where my top and bottom lid connect, just in that little area here, and I'm just gonna pull out. Again, I'm working straight out. I don't want it to be like a hook. I want it to just be straight like that. That's beautiful. Again, straight out, and then I can just connect the two like this. I'll fill in that little gap that I left open, and then I can just start playing with it. Blend it out, that's fine. I can just go like this. Again, just work out. Work this way. And what I loved in the picture is that she has liner that's thicker on the outer corner of her eye. So it goes really nice and thin, and then it has like a thicker outer portion, an outer, almost like a triangle. So that way it gives her eye even more shape. This is what it looks like with no mascara. It also looks really beautiful with just top mascara, but I'll do both. That's it. Black mascara. You're done. Mascara is on, and that's it. I love the little tiny bit of reflective property. It's not too much. It's not glitter. It's literally like a very, very slight sheen. It just looks really beautiful, and it's really understated. You can wear that literally every single day. So that's something that's really, really easy. And just that tiny little flick, that little bit of liner. If you don't like doing wing liner, if you're kind of like me and you don't wear a lot of wing liner, you can literally just do a line and then make it a little bit thicker on the outer corner, like do like a triangle this way, and then make the thinner part on the inner corner. Pretty easy, really, really beautiful. Like I said, you can wear it every single day. I love it. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. If you try this look, please let me know. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Bye.